Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel and welcome to a mini reading for Divine Masculine and Divine Feminine. I think I'm going to try to do these a little bit more often. We'll still have the Sacred Union energy updates, Ascension energy updates, and romance readings and all that good stuff. But I kind of like doing these check-ins, especially as energy is shifting so very rapidly, and my Sacred Union energy updates are much more lengthy, much more in-depth, but these are just really quick check-ins. What is going on between the Divine Masculine and the Divine Feminine, pulling back a little bit from the Ascension path, and just looking at the relationship and the connection as a whole. So we have the Divine Masculine and the Divine Feminine. Let's get right into it. I'm getting called to the Divine Masculine first this time. So we have, what is their current energy, just their overall current energy. We have the Page of Pentacles, the Two of Pentacles, and the Seven of Swords. And the energy that I'm getting from this Page of Pentacles actually feels like Ace of Pentacles, which is interesting because the Ace of Pentacles came out for how are they feeling about their Divine Feminine. I feel very strongly that this connection and their Divine Feminine is heavily on their mind, heavily in their heart. Especially Divine Masculines have especially gone through heart activations, opening up their heart, especially in the past few weeks, past few months, but especially these past few weeks. It's like they've gone through this higher level of awakening, higher level of ascension, higher level of heart opening, where they're really letting their Divine Feminine in. Now, this is reflected in the Divine Feminine because she has been really opening up to her Divine Masculine again, healing the inner masculine. And as she heals the inner masculine, that allows for more harmony to exist between the energies and between counterparts. Remember, the energy is embodied in each counterpart for those who are in this sacred partnership. So as the feminine heals more of that distorted masculine within her, it's going to heal within the connection as well. But it doesn't, deny anybody the work. Everybody has to do their individual healing work, both the embodied masculine and the embodied feminine. But you're actually energetically doing this work together. So the more you heal, the more your counterpart is healing, and vice versa. It just might not look like it on the surface, but they're processing it the same. Or it looks a little bit different, but they're processing, they're healing just as much as you are. So that's really important to remember. What I feel like with this Page of Pentacles, Two of Pentacles, and the Seven of Swords is Divine Masculine is really understanding and feeling abundant, understanding what happiness is, understanding what their abundance is, understanding how to create for themselves and what they want for themselves. And this is kind of a callback to a couple of days ago when we did this reading. It's kind of a similar energy, but it's shifted in a much more stable, positive direction, especially with all these pentacles here. What I'm feeling with the Two of Pentacles and the Seven of Swords is they have really learned how to balance out a lot of that self-sabotaging energy, where they didn't believe in happiness, where they didn't believe that they were worthy, where they didn't feel loved, they didn't feel valued, where they were living their life based on other people's expectations, other people's wants, other people's directions or directives, other people's needs. Now they're really learning how to assert themselves, and I'm hearing claim abundance for themselves, and that's that Ace of Pentacles energy that's coming forth. It's a Page of Pentacles because it feels very new to them. I'm feeling like life feels very new to them because they had existed in this self-deceptive energy for so long, where they were just holding themselves back, where they were denying themselves their wants, their needs, their own desires. They were sabotaging any chance of happiness or love for themselves because they didn't believe they were worthy of that. This Two of Pentacles really feels like, you see how she's just beautifully balanced here? This feels like they're learning how to finally balance that out and embrace all sides of them, but especially embrace the side of themselves where they are recognizing that they're deserving of being happy. So this is a really, really beautiful energy, an abundant energy for Divine Masculine. Let's go over to the Divine Feminine really quick for their overall energies. It's kind of mirroring this. Divine Feminine has been in a very interesting energy as of late. She has been going through a massive purge and a massive release of the old version of herself, old beliefs, especially around love, healing the inner child, and especially healing the inner masculine energy within her. With this moon, we have the, what is this, the Nine of Cups? Yeah, interesting. We have the Nine of Cups for the Divine Masculine as well. And the Two of Swords, I feel like anywhere where she was self-sabotaging, where she wasn't trusting her intuition, where she might have been too focused on the physical world, which is the lack or the not seeing the connection or not seeing any forward movement. She was too focused on that. It was kind of interfering with her own happiness that she has been building and that she has been creating. She wasn't following her intuition. She wasn't trusting in herself. But Divine Feminine really had to finally make a decision. Okay, I'm not going to focus so much on the 3D anymore. I know that that's the illusion. I'm going to focus on what I feel inside. And what I feel inside is love, is abundance, is happiness, is fulfillment, especially as she is creating her reality. She is creating her abundance. And as she does that, she's creating for her connection as well. And so she had to really make that decision to stop wavering, going back and forth between that lack and abundance mindset. And I feel like that's really what has cleared for her with this healing energy. And I'm also hearing that this healing happened with the new moon. This new moon was, oh my gosh, if you guys felt it, it was powerful, especially for Divine Feminines, for the collective as a whole, but especially for Divine Feminines, because it really pushed you into that purge. And we had channeled over on YouTube for several weeks that the new moon was going to feel like a full moon. It was going to feel like a release, and it was going to bring up the old. For some, it was going to bring in old connections, old relationships, friendships, family dynamics, could be old mindsets, beliefs that had a second chance, by which I mean it was the old becoming new again, because you were releasing the attachment to the old energy. So especially around mindsets and beliefs, you're releasing the attachment to the old. If old fears cropped up, if old patterns cropped up, if old situations cropped up, or old connections cropped up, then you were really healing that by releasing the old and not attaching to the old, almost like doing something new. Really interesting energy here. Okay, so let's move over to the Divine Masculine again. We have the Tower, we have the Nine of Cups, and we have the Ace of Pentacles. And I feel, we clarified this further, but I feel like what's happening here is Divine Masculine is really having a breakthrough when it comes to this connection and their Divine Feminine. Again, it's because of that heart opening that's happening. They are understanding that their Divine Feminine is a part of their happiness, is a part of their wish fulfillment, is a part of their pure abundance, and they're wanting this new beginning, this higher level of relationship, this higher level of connection with their Divine Feminine, not just because it brings in their abundance as far as like stability, groundedness, balance, but because it's all part of like this package. It's all part of it. It's all part of the love that they feel for you. They're recognizing that the more they open up to love, the more balanced, the more grounded, the more stable they feel, the more abundant they feel, because love is abundant. And the love that they have for you is making them feel abundant. And so it's all part of this like beautiful package here. So I further clarified this because I wanted to really understand what was this Tower. We have the Knight of Swords, the Knight of Cups, and the King of Swords. In the bottom of the deck, we have the Sun. And what's really beautiful about this is all about communication and wanting to come forward. This is all about action. With the Sun being on the bottom of the deck, this is really, clarifying the clarity that they're having, the breakthrough and revelation they're experiencing when it comes to their happiness, and wanting to take action on this happiness, on this feeling, on this opening of the heart, wanting to communicate. And with the King of Swords can sometimes be very stoic, can sometimes hold themselves back, be a little bit cold. But with the Knight of Cups here, I feel like they're finally ready to take authority over themselves, to express their emotions, to communicate their emotions. So really beautiful energy coming through for the Divine Masculine. Divine Feminine, you have the High Priestess, the Fool, and the Knight of Cups. Again, Knight of Cups mirroring each other. I feel like this is you, and with the Six of Wands on the bottom of the deck, this is actually giving me like Five of Wands energy. With this energy, I feel like Divine Feminine, how she's feeling towards her masculine is again, learning how to trust her intuition again, deciding that she wants this new beginning. She wants to let go of the past. She wants to express this love to and from her divine masculine. She wants to lay down the defenses, that Five of Wands energy, in order to have success, in order to have victory in this connection. But she's recognizing that she has to trust her intuition. She has to go within to really feel that love. Okay, I also want to point out Seven of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck for the Divine Masculine. This is coming into harvest. The seeds have been planted, I'm hearing long ago, but this is all coming to fruition. This is all coming to harvest. It's time now. It is time. It is blooming on the bush. So that's really beautiful. Divine Masculine, how are you feeling towards the Divine Feminine? Passion. And that card came out in this little deck here the other day in the other reading. Feeling very passionate, feeling very loving, and a lot of sexual energy coming through as well. A lot of frustration and triggers might be coming up around sexual energy, but it feels like it's because that sexual energy has been almost like pent up. It's because they've been holding back their emotions for so long that that sexual energy is just ready to break free. So really interesting for Divine Masculine. Divine Feminine, you deserve love. And I feel like this is her having gone through that release, having gone through the purge, recognizing the love that she wants and that she is deserving of love. And actually, when I was pulling the cards, what I heard was the phrase, give a little, get a little. And so this is equal partnership. This is give love to receive love. That's that equal flow, that equal exchange of love between these counterparts. And that's the flow of love between the masculine and the feminine energies. And they have always shown it to me as an infinity sign, eternal and unending. Just an open flow of love, give and receive, give and receive. And that's what this energy is. And so where she had been holding herself back, where she had been building that wall back up, where she had been in her defensive energy, she's letting that down to give love to her Divine Masculine and receive love from her Divine Masculine for this beautiful victory, for this beautiful success in this relationship. Action being taken, love. From the Divine Masculine, unconditional love. Because they're having love of themselves, because they're recognizing their worth, they are feeling more attractive, more passion, and more just undying love and devotion, I'm also hearing, for Divine Feminine. Divine Feminine, you are wanting this higher level of commitment, higher level of engagement, communication, but you're also feeling very devoted to your Divine Masculine. Releasing the past, really releasing the heaviness of the past. Union cards. These are the same cards that came out in the last DMDF energy check-in that we did. And I have shuffled and used these cards in other readings for clients. So the fact that these cards came out together is kind of blowing my mind. But we have the Tower again, and we have the Ten of Pentacles, and it's the same message. Though love might feel like a destroying force, you're breaking through to new levels of your relationship. Build this new foundation on the strength of love. And what foundation are you building? More harmony, more peace. Again, that Pentacles energy, more abundance together. And remember, love is the energy of abundance. And everything comes together through this energy, through this harmony. Today's daily energy draw was, we had channel Kali Ma. From destruction comes creation. And that's what it is. That's what part of this release was. That's what part of this learning and revelation and breakthrough, this Tower moment, was for Divine Masculine. You're breaking through. You're breaking down the old templates, the old versions of yourselves, the old version of this connection in order to have the new. You are releasing all of the old soul sludge, all of that gunk, that the beliefs, the mindsets, the addictions, the habits, anything that was holding you back from divine love. I'm also hearing anything that was holding you back from each other. This is really entering into a new phase of your relationship, of your partnership. Finally, we have messages from Divine Masculine to Divine Feminine. I'm trying to figure out my path, and I'm ready to take this leap of faith. I feel like there's a little bit of confusion. I feel like that's kind of being dismantled. I feel like that's kind of going away. But they're just trying to still figure out their path to happiness, their path to abundance. And that's why they are that Page of Pentacles, because it's like a starting point for them. But it's a beautiful starting point because they're ready to take that leap of faith for their heart towards love. Divine Feminine towards Divine Masculine, I believe in happily ever after because of you, and I'm confronting my past, and I feel like they're confronting their beliefs around love. They're confronting anywhere where love never panned out, or love was that destroying force, or they were brokenhearted, but now they're learning how to believe in happily ever after once again. Alright, you guys, that's going to be it. I'm sending you all so much love, so much light, and we'll see you soon. Bye.